everyone. Most people are nervous about speaking in front of their peers and senior leaders. What I'm most nervous about is looking like a fraud. Because when I mentor others, I focus and focus on them taking care of their self-care. And I stress that over and over. But I don't practice what I preach. And I know that because I'm not showing up as my best self at work or at home. I always thought that being a great leader meant a great problem solver, results driver, doing anything and everything to get that job done, putting my team, their care first, and my needs last. But as I started working with my coach, Kurt Olson, I realized those are not my gifts as a leader, but more of a persona that I've created to mask my flaws. If I'm really honest, I believe that helping others and achieving results, if I don't do that, I won't be liked, loved, or valued. And to go even deeper, most days I'm overwhelmed, frustrated, and tired because I have to keep up with this facade. And that's really scary to admit. I wish I could tell you I had this epiphany back in January when this all started. I'd probably be a lot farther. But I actually had a wake-up call about a couple months ago. It was one of those days that I had back-to-back meetings. I felt like I couldn't catch my breath or even think. But I had the mask on because if anyone asked how I was doing, I said it was fine, I'm great, but I wasn't. I was ignoring the early warning signs that I was a ticking time bomb. I made it through the day. As I rushed home to take my daughter to dance, I walk into the house and I see utter chaos, mess, dogs barking, book bags all over, and I just unleashed the Kraken. And I said some things, and I acted in a way that I'm not proud of. And in that moment, my youngest daughter, Janie, said, "Mommy, press pause and breathe." And so as I was taking deep, angry breaths to try and control my anger, my other daughter, Molly, came over to me, gave me a big hug, and said, "Mommy, I know you see a house full of mess, but I see a house full of love. I see a family focused on making memories. You are enough, and I love you." Wow, nothing like your kids to put everything into perspective for you. And I am so proud that my girls have a voice and can give me that feedback. So why did I unleash the Kraken that day? It wasn't about the messy house. Well, maybe a little. But it was about years of buildup that I have focused on everybody else except for me. And in that moment, I believe it was God's intervention saying, "Press pause, breathe, and take care of yourself, Jen." So I've been working on self-care and defining that, and that is really, really hard for a people pleaser. But I'm taking it one day at a time, and I'm doing some simple things, like exercising, like eating healthy, and getting enough rest. And also, kind of crazy talk, but I'm taking a nap day just for me. That doesn't mean running errands, going to appointments, or taking my kids from dance or back and forth to different places. So what does this mean? Why do I have to focus on self-care? Because I know that in the end, if I don't start focusing on me, my true essence is not going to show through. And what that looks like is the Jen who shows up for work who's creative, funny, candid, and inclusive. That's the Jen I want to be. So as I wrap up today, I'd love for you guys to take some time to define what is your essence and how can you bring that to work every day, because you are worth it. Thank you.